I'm happy to be on here, man. I appreciate it. And to find out you was an Oilers fan, man, that's just another notch for you, brother.
Hey, I have jersey. I mean, I have the jersey. I have my Oilers parka from when I was in high school. My mom and dad bought me a jacket when I was 6 years old. Became an Oilers fan. Been an Oilers fan ever since. And I'm the most irrational fan that you could ever think of. And I really believe. I tell my friends every year we're going 17-0, home field advantage for the playoffs. We're going to win the
Let's get
Super
it.
Bowl, and then we're riding off into the sunset. Let's go. Let's go to one of the most pivotal times in my life. I was
Okay.
standing on a couch, standing, Kevin, standing
Yeah.
on the couch, jumping up and down, and I was holding like my hands like this because there was 10 seconds maybe left in the game. We're down. I say we because I'm been a part of the team. Wycheck catches the ball. He reaches forward, which makes it a lateral,
hmm
tosses it back. Take us to that point, Kevin.
Well, I go back even further. So we were playing the Bills, and we had pretty much been dominating the game. Now, Freak went off, had a bunch of sacks and safety, and really was in control up until about halfway through the fourth quarter, and they got loose a little bit. Had a long drive, had a big play, and eventually they took the lead with about 16 seconds to go, as you mentioned, and we just started thinking like, how are we losing this game? We pretty much been in control the whole time. It wasn't like we're putting up points, but they weren't doing nothing, and we were doing enough to keep them at bay on offense. And then after they scored, Jeff Fisher and Alan Lowry come get me and say, hey, Dice, we need to go in. Mace is out and Anthony Dorsett is out. The irony behind all that is Derek Mason, he went out because of concussion he had in the third quarter, I believe, on a punt return. Well, while that was happening, I actually went in to get intravenous fluids because I was cramping up in the fourth, going into the fourth quarter. And so I went. We had a little time, had a break, so I went and got an IV so I could finish the game. Well, lo and behold, at the end there, when they called my name, Anthony Dorsett Jr., he was cramping and couldn't run. So I was the backup to the backup. So I wasn't even supposed to be out there. So then they keep calling me and they telling me, hey, we're going to run home run throwback. We're going to do this. They're going to squib it. Frank's going to get the ball. He's going to run. He's going to lateral it to Isaac Bird, who got moved in position unfamiliar to him because he wasn't a part of the play either because he got moved in a position unfamiliar to him because Derek was out. So I moved into a position he would have been in. And then when they blooped it, when Doug Christie blooped it, or the Bills blooped it, he came up to field it, but Lorenzo Neal caught it. Well, I learned this about 5 years ago, I think. Now, Lorenzo Neal, he told Frank, hey, they're going to kick it to me. Come get it, and I'll block for you. He ordained it. Like, I didn't realize this until like almost 15 years after the fact that Lorenzo Neal told Frank, hey, come get this ball from me. And so, and they blooped it. Lorenzo Neal catches it. Frank goes and gets it from him. Isaac Bird, for whatever reason, I've never asked him 20 some odd years later, what was he thinking? But he came up, he got out of position. I saw Frank reel back. The ball's in the air. I reached back, and man, my job was easy. All I had to do was run. And that just made me look, it made it easier. So, I get a lot of credit because I'm the one with the ball at the end. But there's a lot of people that did their job to make it even possible.